10 Westerns of 1967. Today I'm putting a finger in the air and picking a year, then going in and seeing what are 10 of the best Westerns of that year. So today it's 1967. Let's dig in and see what we have. By way of getting down to 10, I won't show spaghetti westerns in this video. It was the 60s after all. That could be another video. If you enjoy this video, hit the notification button to get my new videos. Check out my many other videos, head over to my channel, and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel as well. You know the drill. Let's get into it. "40 Guns to Apache Pass", director William Whitney. The Apaches are on the warpath and the army must defeat them. Murphy's mission is to get a shipment of rifles, but they're stolen by greedy white traders with the help of mutinous soldiers. The film was written by Audie Murphy's friend Willard W. Willingham and his wife. Willingham had appeared in many of Murphy's films, playing Trooper Fuller in this one. Stars Audie Murphy, Michael Burns, Kenneth Tobey.
And ruthless with his men. He has to be, to pit his squad of ragtag soldiers against the savage Apache warriors of Cochise.
Did you come out here just to protect me from the Indians?
Not exactly, but they'd give anything for a scalp as pretty as that one.
How about you?
Through ambush and mutiny, they fight their way into the no-retreat, no-quarter hell of Apache Pass.
A Time for Killing, director Roger Corman. Confederate POWs escape a Union camp and make for the Mexican border, chased by Union troops, with both parties oblivious to the fact that peace was declared. First credited film role of Harrison Ford. Stars Inga Stevens, Glenn Ford, Paul Peterson.
Freedom.
We're gonna break out tonight.
Glenn Ford, Inger Stevens, George Hamilton, and Harrison Ford in a story of courage and kindness.
Go home, son. Go home.
Brutality. And vengeance.
Kill me or let me go.
If you don't, I'm gonna kill you the next time we're alone.
Chukka, director Gordon Douglas. While Indians besiege a US Army fort in 1876, residents of the fort, a gunfighter, a stagecoach driver, two Mexican women, and a motley company of soldiers try to come to terms with their pasts. For a story that occurs in 1876, there is a problem when the main characters arrive at the fort. There is a soldier being whipped for desertion. Whipping or flogging had been banned by the US Army as of the 5th of August, 1861. Stars Rod Taylor, Ernest Borgnine, John Mills. Hombre, director Martin Ritt. John Russell, disdained by his respectable fellow stagecoach passengers because he was raised by Native Americans, becomes their only hope for survival when they are set upon by outlaws. Steve McQueen was offered the role of John Russell, but turned it down because it reminded him of Melody Bachelor, in which he played a half-Indian. After the release of this film, McQueen said it was one of Paul Newman's best roles. Stars Paul Newman, Frederick March, Richard Boone.
I'm not looking to get myself killed, so pay attention. After I go past him, he'll come out with his back to you. If he touches his gun, shoot him.
Bother you?
Would you put it out if I said it did?
My mama taught me to remove my hat and my cigar in the presence of a lady. Whatever else I take off depends on how lucky I get.
Maybe it was the woman who needed love. It was on that day they all found out. Hombre means man, and Paul Newman is hombre.
Hour of the Gun, director John Sturgis. Marshal Wyatt Earp kills a couple of men of the Clanton gang in a fight. In revenge, Clanton's thugs kill the marshal's brother. Thus, Wyatt starts to chase the killers, together with his friend Doc Holliday. The movie depicts Tombstone to have a railroad with depot. The railroad did not come to Tombstone until 1903. Stars James Garner, Jason Robards, Robert Ryan.
What? Murder.
Fire!
You did that deliberately.
Wyatt Earp, hero with a badge or cold-blooded killer.
If I gave you a posse of 25 men, you think you might possibly find Earp? And maybe even arrest him?
I'm gonna count. 1, 2, 3. You can draw on 2. I'll wait till 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wyatt Earp. Did he rescue the West or use it as a prize?
Wyatt Earp, dead and cold.
Go on, have one. If you're gonna kill like me, you might as well drink like me.
Rough Night in Jericho, director Arnold Levin. A former deputy and a strong-willed widow are determined to stop a ruthless town boss. Although Dean Martin played unsavoury types on occasion, this is the only film in which he plays an outright, irredeemable scoundrel. Stars Dean Martin, Gene Simmons, George Peppard.
Stinker, Mr. Dolan.
Now, Molly, honey, hanging's no place for you.
There won't be a hanging.
You're interrupting justice, Molly.
Now turn him loose.
The town full of guns out there. Those are the facts. You're thinking with this instead of this. And in our business, that's when they bury you.
Mr. Front, it's a trap!
The Last Challenge, director Richard Thorpe. A deadly gunslinger travels to a town to shoot it out with a famed gunslinger turned outlaw in a small town. This is the second movie in which Glenn Ford, Marshal Dan Blaine, has his gun buried in a grave after a shootout at the end of the movie. The first was The Fastest Gun Alive, 1956, in which he played George Temple, a soft-spoken storekeeper. Stars Glenn Ford, Angie Dickinson, Chad Everett.
What might your name be?
Five years in prison gives a man a long time to think.
You come out and turn lawman. It's kind of strange, isn't it?
No, man either gets smart or gets dead. You know, the most dangerous people in the world, a lot, are the ones that don't benefit by their own mistakes. Like you.
For God's sake, why did you have to come here?
Take the measure of Dan Blaine.
You'll never be happy.
What? I don't want to kill you because you ain't been born yet.
Really think you can outshoot me with a handgun?
If you mean, can I kill you, the answer is yes. If you mean, will I kill you, the answer is still yes.
With steel wire tension.
Say if Dan Blaine has any trouble with this here pistolera, I'll just eat my head.
Dan Blaine had faced many challenges. Too many. He was a pistolero turned law. Now it was time for the last challenge.
The War Wagon, director, Burt Kennedy. The story of a man who shot, robbed, and imprisoned, who returned to steal a large gold shipment from a man who wronged him. The gold is transported in an armoured stagecoach, the War Wagon. During the production, Kirk Douglas was late to the set because he was shooting a commercial endorsement for the Democratic Governor of California, Edmund G. Brown. John Wayne was furious and was late to work the next day because he was shooting a commercial for the Republican candidate, Ronald Reagan. Stars John Wayne, Kirk Douglas, Howard Keel.
Mine was taller. In addition to Kirk...
A drunk kid and a crazy old man. How the hell did
Cut it out, all of you. I didn't bring you here to be the best of friends. We're an inch away from gunning each other down, but first we have to take the War Wagon. Now that's what this picture is all about. How a handful of men can work up the guts and ingenuity to tackle a fortress on wheels.
Look at those horses, what are they dragging? Heavily guarded.
The Way West, director, Andrew V. McLaughlin. In 1843, a former US Senator leads a wagon train of settlers to Oregon, but his megalomania leads to growing dissatisfaction with his leadership. Robert Mitchum and Richard Widmark reportedly did not get along with Kirk Douglas because of his tendency to usurp control of the project, from director Andrew V. McLaughlin. Stars Kirk Douglas, Robert Mitchum, Richard Widmark.
What's justice?
30 wagons, 2,000 miles. A lot of ground for courage.
We shall see who will live and who will die. You're strong enough, horse. You just ain't brainy. I'm learning.
Lay that whip across my back.
Do it, damn you.
Quit it. Do you hear me? Hear me? I said...
Waterhole Number 3, director William A. Graham. Professional gambler Luton Cole kills a Confederate soldier, then finds a map pinpointing the desert location where stolen Army gold bullion is buried. Cole plans to retrieve it, but other parties are searching for it too. James Coburn and Claude Akins also appeared together in Klondike, Swagger's Mule, 1960. Stars James Coburn, Carol O'Connor, Margaret Bly.
Well,
In the cell, boys. Come on.
He's the one that's on the poster outside. Ain't that right, John?
Oh, come on, man.
Luton Cole. Luton Cole, the criminal. Ain't that right, John? That's him.
What's this mean, Cole?
I know where you're at while I'm in town here. Where's the keys to this thing?
Now, wait a minute, boy. If you think you're gonna lock me in my own zoo, you're badly
Come on, Sheriff. Now, a set of keys are awful small thing to die over, don't you think?
I don't remember where them keys are.
Yes, sir, he does remember. That's what he meant to say. They're right over there on the hat rack.
Thank you, Deputy. Sheriff, being found locked naked in your own jail. Election year. Now, to be too noisy about it might be bad politics. Damn! Shh.
Sure left us bare. Ain't that right, John?
Will Penny, director Tom Grise. Aging cowboy Will Penny gets a line camp job on a large cattle spread and finds his isolated cabin is already occupied by an abandoned woman traveller and her son. Real antique rifles and pistols were rented as props instead of using studio stock props in order to give this movie greater authenticity. The hat that Charlton Heston wore here, and in about 4 other westerns, was a treasured item of his. It was later stolen. Charlton Heston often said that of all these films he made, this was his favourite. Stars Charlton Heston, Joan Hackett, Donald Pleasance.
Any eyeballing done around here, I'll do it.
Will Penny, who lived a life of bitter winters, blazing summers, and vicious men.
That's him, all right.
He ain't going nowhere we can't find him. And we just gonna take our own good time about carving him up.
Until he met a woman and a boy, both as lonely.
You got a way of making a man feel like he's a man.
Reckon it's just a case of too soon old and too late smart.
Look at him. You'd never know he could love just as hard as he could hate.
Merry Christmas!
I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate your likes and subscribers. Hit the notification button to get my new videos. Take a look at my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon.
Interesting facts about famous people.